Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoScores.com. Today we are looking at another important metric in the liquidity category, the total value locked, or the TVL. This one tells you how much money is actually sitting inside a project's DeFi protocol. And more importantly, CryptoScores lets you track how it evolves over time, which is where the real insights are. So what is a TVL? It represents the total amount of assets that users have deposited or locked into a project's decentralized finance protocols. Here, think staking, lending, liquidity pools, yield farming. When people lock their money into a protocol, it means they trust it enough to leave their funds there. So the TVL is essentially a measure of investor trust and real protocol usage. No color codes on this one, but what makes it powerful on CryptoScores is the chart. You don't just get a number, you get the full evolution over time with views for 7 days, 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, and all time. And that's where you really start to see the story behind the project. So let's start with Solana. As you can see, you can check on liquidity scores, and you get the total value locked here. So the charts, and if you scroll down a little bit, you get the number over there. So there is a TVL of $14.95 billion. That's massive, but if you zoom out to the 1 year view, the picture is more nuanced. The TVL has roughly been divided by 2 compared to its peak over the past year. That means Solana is in trouble? Not necessarily. Market conditions, token price movement, and DeFi cycle all affect TVL, but it's something you want to be aware of. And a project can still be fundamentally strong while going through a period of declining TVL. The key is to understand why, and the charts give you the visual to start asking the right question. So now for the other example, let's take Javi, a liquidity score of 99 and a TVL really big. One of the pillars of DeFi. Some story there, strong TVL, a well-established protocol that people trust with their funds. But again, if you look at the 1 year chart, you will notice the TVL has also seen a significant decline from its height. Similar pattern to Solana. The trend over time tells you more than the number alone. So here, the third project as an example, Injective, with a liquidity score of 92 over 100, but a total value locked, well, only $22 million, and this is why it gets really telling. If you pull up the 1 year chart, the TVL has been divided by 5. That's a dramatic drop. A project that had significant assets locked in is now seeing a fraction of that. People are pulling their money out, and when you see that kind of decline, it raises serious questions. Is the protocol losing user? Is there a better alternative attracting liquidity elsewhere? Has trust eroded? You don't have to have all the answers, but the chart is showing you a clear trend, and as an investor, you need to see it before you put your money in, not after. And just like with CoinGecko for volume, CryptoScores gives you a direct link to DeFi Llama over there. When you click on this button, it's the reference platform for tracking TVL across the entire DeFi ecosystem. So once you're there, you can see the detailed breakdown, which specific protocols are holding the most value, how TVL is distributed, and how it compares to other projects. It's one click away, and it gives you the full deep dive if you want to go further. And when you go back to the crypto scoring dashboard, and just like other metrics, you can sort the entire dashboard by TVL. You just click to filters, go to liquidity, and you can filter by TVL in dollars. So over 7,500 projects started from highest to lowest or lowest to highest in one click. This is a great way to quickly identify which projects are attracting the most capital into their protocols and which ones are struggling. You can spot the leaders, find rising projects with growing TVL, or flag the ones where money is flowing out. It's clearly one of the most practical filters on the platform. So how should you use TVL in your analysis? Don't just look at the number, look at the trend. A big TVL today means nothing if it's been bleeding for months. A smaller TVL that's been steadily growing can be a much stronger signal. The chart is your best friend here, and as always, CryptoScores gives you the data and the tools to dig deeper, but you are the one connecting the dots. Go check DeFi Llama, compare projects, look at the trend over multiple time frames. That's how you make informed decisions. TVL, it's clearly not just a number. It's a full story, and now you know how to read it. Check it on CryptoScores.com, and we will see you there in the next one.